are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Huh? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad like, thug like, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it. What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason.
Yeah.
Jesse is here doing what he does. Preston, our czar of information, is out tonight. He was not able to make it in.
He's got the sniffles.
He's got the sniffy sniffs.
Literally.
In other words, another Ninja Turtle game just came out, and he wants to stand in line to get it. So
I think it's the new Barbie movie game. I think he's been real excited.
So Stella is on the ones and zeros, and Jesse will have to pull double duty tonight.
I mean, listen, I can't do worse than Preston.
Preston told a joke last week. Well, he wasn't a joke; it was real.
It was,
and it was right up your line. Yeah,
it was inappropriate.
I listened.
Yeah.
I was okay with that. I was like, that was the best thing that he's ever said.
I was like, and in his defense, he warned us.
Yeah,
He
we're
was
like,
"You
no,
don't-
how bad could it be?
You don't want me to say this? I'm like, okay, say it. And then he said it. I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
No,
I thought that. Yeah,
you were right. Next time, I will heed your warning. So it is a Thursday night. It's a rainy day here in Marion, Ohio, but we're committed and we're here, and we're gonna just go ahead and do an episode. So, Jason, should I get started? Because I got some stuff.
Okay, I have like 8 suggestions via Twitter.
Do we want to go Twitter, or do we want to talk about how I feel fat a lot.
Well,
Word.
that's one of the Twitter things.
Okay, so maybe that'll launch it off. I feel there are a lot of days where I'm like, man, I just feel fat today.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah.
There are moments in my life where I'm
like when Erica says, "Dan, you're fat."
that's one of the moments I feel
Okay.
fat. Whenever I look in the mirror. And I wouldn't even say look in the mirror. I
with
would
or
say
without clothes.
Both. I would say catch a glimpse, because I don't look in the mirror on purpose, but every once in a while I'll catch a glimpse and I'll be like, ugh.
How often
And-
do you look in the mirror on purpose?
Not often. I don't know. Maybe 4 times a week. But I walk a lot downtown, and all of those glass things,
yeah.
and I look over, and I get that profile gut view. You know what I'm talking about?
You think those are fat mirrors?
Some of them are better than others. I will say that. But whoever works in those definitely sees me like walking, like sucking it in a lot. So I feel fat a lot. There are a lot of moments when I feel fat. Anytime I go to the pool, I feel very fat when I go to the pool.
Yeah.
But I never feel fatter than when I'm finishing off a box of French fries.
Yeah.
By dumping it into my mouth.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like you've reached the point where there's not big pieces anymore to really grab onto.
It crumbles.
And you could do that, but then you're going to get them everywhere.
Yeah.
So you just go ahead and, just turn it upside down.
The
and
old
just,
tipperoo.
That's when I feel the fattest. The other day it was like Wendy's fries. Erica was like, I'm not going to finish these. You eat them. And I was like, yes, please, thank you. And I ate them. And then I'm sitting there driving. I'm like, and someone looks over. And I'm sure they're just like, this is everything wrong with America, probably. So that's when I feel the fattest, is when I'm doing that with fries. I don't know why, but that's it.
Yeah, that would do it.
Also a bag of chips.
Anything.
Really.
Anything you want to...
You want to do
Pringles tube.
You want to do Mount Rushmore of foods you finish off by turning the container upside down?
Okay, I like this.
So I would say fries and chips.
Fries and chips are your George Washington.
I would say the problem with popcorn is you get those
Kernels. Yeah.
and then they
all
get
over your face. You dump the bag right. The butter,
you've
the
done
salt,
this.
the kernels. Of course.
yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know that we could put. I mean, you want to do it with popcorn, but there's too many other things going on there that it doesn't really work.
I feel like cereal, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
like with the bowl.
No, the bag.
The bag. Oh, like
I've done the bag.
You've done the bag. I don't know that I've done the bag. I certainly have drank out of the bowl, but okay, Cinnamon Toast Crunch maybe. Is there maybe famous Amos cookies? Like at the bottom of the bag, there's just some, residential residue, residential, on a residual. There it is.
I did that with a bag of Mr. Beast cookies the other day.
I don't know what that is.
Mr. Beast? You don't know who Mr. Beast?
I know
is?
who Mr. Beast.
I know he has his own cookie brand.
Yeah.
Are they good?
Chocolate. They're pretty decent, and they're like they're only like 5 ingredients.
Did you get the cookies because they were Mr. Beast?
No, I got them because he tries to make his like candy and cookies like very simple ingredients. So there's like 5 ingredients in
So
there.
you're like, I gotta get some cookies.
So I got to get some cookies. I might as well make them.
Where do you get these Mr. Beast
Walmart.
cookies? Really?
Yeah. He's in every Walmart now. He's going to be like a billionaire.
Can we get
next
him on the
year.
show?
Mr. Beast?
Probably.
Is he from Ohio?
I don't know. But you know what he did? One of the things he did to get famous is he rode the coattails of Logan Paul. At one point when he was making videos, he sat for 24 hours straight and just looked in the camera and said, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul, Logan Paul. So we could do that with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast,
No,
Mr. Beast.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, if we got him on the show, that
But-
would change our lives.
But it would change our lives. But
Would it?
You don't want to do
Yeah.
that. But I mean, he has like 1 billion followers.
What's the deal with it? Honestly, I know of him. I've
he
never
like,
seen
gives
any of his
stuff
stuff.
away.
yeah, so
That's his thing.
He's like the white Oprah guy.
Oh, he's way better than Oprah.
Yeah. Except for the fact that he has a trans on his crew now.
Well,
Trans-
didn't it start off as a trans? Like a Trans Am?
No, transvestite.
Yeah. A cross-dresser.
I realized
Yes.
today I identify as trans rich. Like I'm not, but like
You're
that's how-
trans
yeah.
poor.
I'm poor, but I'm trans rich because fake is
Oh,
you
I
can
got you,
replace
I
the
got you.
word.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I figured out the trans code. Is you just say the word fake instead of trans, and then that's how you figure it out. So a trans woman is actually a man, but I'm trans rich. Like I
So
identify
a
as
Trans Am would be AM radio, FM radio.
a trans am would be a fake am.
I'm trans
AM.
skinny.
Yeah, you're trans skinny.
Totally trans skinny.
You're trans skinny. You're trans healthy.
Yep.
You're trans smart. You're trans
Handsome.
handsome.
Okay. Now
Trans
this leads
charming.
into the Twitter thing.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it.
So this is
We
the Twitter.
didn't finish our Mount Rushmore, but that's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's finish it.
Okay, so chips, fries, cookies.
Bacon.
The grease
Yes.
or bacon bits, like the bacon bits that you put on your.
Sure.
When's the last time you had bacon bits, like on a salad?
I don't know.
When was the last time I had a salad? Sometimes I should buy the bag of
Jesse
bacon
has
bits.
some salad on his bacon bits.
And it was an accident.
He's like just loading up on bacon bits. You think we should get some salad for this, honey? I don't know. I don't need to watch that go bad in the fridge.
Yep. The bag gets all like wet and brown.
Is
in the
there anything
bottom.
else you could put bacon bits on other than salad?
Baked potato.
Everything.
Baked potato.
It's
okay.
wonderful in a
Cereal,
baked potato.
pancakes,
It's okay on pancakes.
chicken.
Sometimes I'll make a sandwich and I'll put a little bacon bits on the sandwich.
What about a peanut butter sandwich with bacon bits?
Yeah.
That'd probably be good.
I've never had it.
That'd probably be wonderful.
I want to try it now.
A shorter list would be what things can you not put bacon bits on top of?
It's a good point. It's excellent.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Are we going to
That's
finish
fine.
it?
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so he wants to know. I asked a question.
How do you know
like,
it's a he?
His name's Scott.
Okay.
He says, I'm assuming it's a he.
Is he on Twitter?
He's on X.
He's on
Yeah.
X. What's his name?
Scott.
What's his full name?
Scott Santos.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so he says
He's a big fan of the show.
He is. He's all over it. So, of all the people on the show, Dan, Jason, Jesse, Preston, Harrison, Stella, which I don't know about Harrison. Is he even
is
on
he
the
even
show?
on the show
I don't
anymore?
know.
I don't
Kind
know.
of. He said he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions for 6 people.
Oh.
So you have to identify a person which each one of these. Who's the smartest
Scott,
staff?
this show is not about you. This
Yeah.
complicate this question is way too
No, this is
complicated.
actually funny.
This is Scott just making it all about him like he always does.
Probably.
Continue.
Who's the smartest staff member at Lauer Road Radio?
Smartest?
Smartest. Here's the thing. Before we do it all, smartest, funniest, most attractive, dumbest,
Check.
fattest, fastest.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Okay, so
Well, and you can only use one.
so smartest. So here's the thing. Jesse is the most educated because you have actual college
Yeah.
that you went
Like
to.
a real
Yeah.
degree?
I quit
How long did you make it though?
3.5 years.
Yeah,
And-
I went
and-
6
and
months.
Listen, when
Yeah.
I quit, I was on the dean's list. I was vice president of student senate. I didn't quit
Why'd
because
you
I was
quit?
too dumb. Because I was going to go make millions of dollars selling insurance and recruiting people into a financial services pyramid scheme, Jason.
And what happened?
How'd that work?
I didn't.
But you didn't do that, did you?
did not.
And you only had 6 months to go, and you would have a real degree.
It would have been in psychology and youth ministries.
And now you wash windows.
I make
make more money than
I
most
make more
youth
money
pastors.
than and most psychologists.
So he's the most educated. I'm not saying that he's the smartest.
Well, if we have to identify one with each, would we put
Oh, I
Preston?
see.
Yeah, is Preston
so
going to be
each one of those has to.
Yeah,
okay, I hear you now. All right.
So here's the
Scott.
thing. So fastest, I think we have to do Harrison.
I heard his.
mile was
What was
pretty
his?
slow.
What was his 5K time?
His 5K is not good, but I had a sprint against him,
Okay.
and he beat me in a sprint.
You know, I don't think we should just do one person because obviously I'm the fattest. This is just
Yeah.
But
Well,
I also
okay,
think I
so-
compete with some of the rest of them.
Dumbest, yeah.
No.
So okay, if we're gonna say Jesse's the fattest, we're gonna say Harrison's the
Fastest.
fastest.
So,
Stella's the smartest.
okay. Maybe.
Then what else do we
Not
have?
to be weird.
Funniest?
here. Not to be weird.
Funniest?
But there's
That's
also
contentious.
didn't you say there was best looking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
it's none of
So-
Okay, so
Well,
Stella
maybe
gets
Stella's
that.
most attractive. Yeah,
So
there we
Stella's
go.
most attractive.
So we have funniest, smartest, and dumbest.
That's what's left.
That's what's
between
left.
you, me, and Preston.
Yeah. Funniest,
Well, he's
smartest, and dumbest.
I think if you put this out to the Lauer Patch Kids, I compete for funniest. I'm just saying.
Preston's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Like he's techie
Okay.
and all of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So we could give him the smartest.
Okay, so
he's
he's
smarter
smartest.
than I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there are a lot of things that we all have some knowledge in.
Oh, there's a Venn diagram
But-
over some of the stuff.
But when you look at technology,
yeah.
he's the only one.
So we're
Okay,
down
so-
to dumbest and funniest
Between you and me.
I don't think Jason. I don't think we need to say it. You know what I mean? Like,
Let's leave it unsaid.
I think feelings we both know.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so we know, but feelings.
We're not going to finish that
I'm
out
glad
because we know.
both of you know when it comes to funniest. We need to put out a poll. Jason, have our PR lady do this. Put
Okay.
out a poll.
Danielle.
Yeah, Danielle.
Which actually, I apologize, Danielle. You are responsible for me getting a segment. So Danielle, my favorite Lauer Patch Kid, should put out a poll now on who is the funniest because I think that's a point of contention.
Who's the funniest?
I'm not letting it go.
Okay. Well, we know though. Like, right? Like we
We'll
don't
see.
need.
Oh, we know.
We don't need to
see.
say it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. I
Thanks,
appreciate you
thanks,
guys.
Scott, for that convoluted question.
Okay, an unofficial Lauer Road Radio, which I still think it's Jesse.
It's not me. I promise.
There is an unofficial Lauer radio page, and they contacted us.
Did they?
You're
No,
just
I asked
telling
them.
me.
Oh, yeah. No, they sent a message here.
Yeah.
They said they want an update on Stella's FaceTime 5 guide.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. We have to.
Do we have an update, Stella?
Dun dun dun.
He found me through Facebook.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not exactly sure.
We know
how
what he would vote
did.
on the thing.
but-
Sorry, you don't know how he found you.
No,
but he did.
Yeah. So I texted him a little bit.
Okay.
I guess he's like super into stocks.
Stalking,
Stocks.
like stocks and bonds.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking corn stalks.
Okay, so he's into stocks. How old is he?
19.
Okay.
He might be rich someday.
Does he go to
Stella.
college?
You better.
He did go to college. Then he stopped because he was making more money doing stocks and like.
That could be your
Other
future
things.
right there.
Right there.
Is he?
Breathe it all in, Stella.
Run.
All right. Okay. So that's the update. We're talking. We got each other's digits. You know.
Yeah.
And tell me, you told me something weird that he does in the texting.
He always like uses sentences using my name specifically, like saying like "Thank you so much, Stella." Like you.
Why
Like-
would you?
You know
yeah.
what that is?
What is that?
It's something I learned when I was selling insurance.
Primerica.
Yep. He is building rapport. When you use someone's name, it gives them the impression that you care about them and that you're interested.
Yeah,
though
but
you-
it makes her feel weird.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't make any money.
So when you don't care about somebody, Jesse, and if you use their name a lot, Jesse, then they'll think they, Jesse, care about you, Jesse, even though you really just can't stand them, Jesse. Is that right, Jesse?
I just feel so loved right now.
What do you think you're here for?
Okay, so Colonel Angus.
He's an older fella. I
is an older
I was
fella.
in a X chat or whatever. Well, I was not in an
Yeah.
X chat. I was in an X thing with it.
What? You're
Oh,
what?
no, Twitter.
Okay. Colonel Angus wants to know.
Wait, let's not say his name again.
Colonel Angus?
No, don't say his name.
Okay. Whatever. He says,
He
"Why
thought
is
you
American
said
football
anus."
being played in the UK? That's just stupid." So, like when the
Why
NFL
is
team
American football
play
being,
NFL in London,
be-
they play games in London.
Well, I think some people over there like it.
And why is the UK football played over here?
I don't know. Okay, so Sue, I am blessed. She's sent messages to the show before. She wants to know the Mount Rushmore of ice cream flavors, no toppings. Specifically, no toppings.
This
ice
is
cream
easy.
flavors.
Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
Sherbet.
No, sherbet's not ice cream. It's a.
Neapop.
No, that's
It's
all three of
sherbet.
those.
It's sherbet.
It's mint.
I was going to say mint.
I think it's mint.
Yeah.
But
It's-
mint is kind of the toppings included in it.
Well,
mint
It's the
chocolate
flavor.
chip?
That's what a flavor is, Jesse. Chocolate would be the same thing.
but mint chocolate chip. I mean,
no, I just said mint.
but just mint. You're just
Yeah.
saying mint.
I think I like mint ice
Have
cream.
you ever bought just mint ice cream?
I
with
have
chocolate
not.
chips.
Mint with mint.
I've had mint
sans-
soft serve.
Mint sans chocolate chips is not great. I've had a mint. I've had a mint shake before.
Okay. Blob Boy wants to know.
I love Blob Boy.
It's Boy Blob.
I'm sorry. Boy Blob.
Oh,
He says, Blob Boy and Jesse, are they the same person?
that's what Boy Blob asks.
Yeah.
Well,
he wants to know if
wouldn't he
he's the same person as Jesse.
That sounds like a big
Maybe.
problem for him.
Maybe not.
He seems confused.
Okay, just one or two more here.
Okay.
Also, Boy Blob wants to know the Mount Rushmore of excuses.
My dog died. My grandma died.
Excuses. I mean, that's pretty broad.
It is a very broad Mount Rushmore. Usually we like to be more specific.
Yeah, that's too broad.
Ex-
Come back with something
Okay,
better.
come back with something better. And then the last guy here, Big Beard.
Oh.
He wants
That's
to know.
a new one.
Yeah, that's a new one. I don't know who he is. Harry Simpson. Do you know who that is?
Harry Stinson?
Simpson, Sisson.
Oh, no, I don't know who that is.
Okay, then this isn't going to make any sense. So
Do you know who it is?
I know who he is.
Is he a friend?
He's an obnoxious 20-year-old kid who is all about Biden. It's like, we need to get Biden elected for my 21st birthday. I want
Oh,
everybody.
really? He
This
wants
kid
Biden
is-
reelected?
Yeah.
No
What an
joke.
idiot.
No joke.
No joke, man. Don't jump. Hey, don't jump.
Not kidding around.
Why does he tell people not to jump?
I don't know.
So, okay, nobody knows who this Harry is. I know who he is. This won't be a good conversation, so we'll ignore that. So that's it.
That's it?
Well, I sent this out 2 hours ago. This
Okay.
was the replies that I got.
Did I
Look at the GIF, by the way, that I put with that.
Yeah, Jason. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again.
Uh-huh.
There are some things in this world that everyone thinks they're good at.
Yeah. I'm the best.
And one of those things is everyone thinks they're good at gifts. Like everybody's like, "Oh, I do the best gifts." You don't do the best gifts.
I like
There
my
are a
gifts.
few people who are great at it.
I'm pretty good at it.
You're on the upper, echelon. Like tiers. You're one on the higher tiers of it.
Yeah.
But
I'm on the Mount Rushmore of PowerPoint users.
listen. You're the Mount Everest of PowerPoint users.
Thank you.
I've never met someone who could do more with PowerPoint. It's shocking what you can do with PowerPoint.
We produce this whole show on PowerPoint.
You surf the web on PowerPoint. You do your taxes on PowerPoint. You edit video on PowerPoint.
Yeah.
There's nothing you don't do on PowerPoint. It's amazing.
That is a true statement.
You post on Facebook through PowerPoint.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
His will is on a PowerPoint.
it's remarkable.
Yeah.
I don't, this. I don't like to compliment you.
Yeah.
That's one of my least favorite things to do.
Yeah.
But I got to give it up because when it comes to PowerPoint, that's true. You're
No
fantastic.
joke.
No joke.
I got a call today from Arliss. We've talked about Arliss.
We've talked about
you know
Arliss
more.
before.
Arliss goes, my mom is doing a presentation tonight at a community college, and she's having problems with her PowerPoint.
So he calls you.
He called me.
A guy that knows
Super techie.
so much more
He
than
knows
you do.
everything.
Yeah.
I know
uh-huh.
nothing.
Yeah.
And he called me for PowerPoint advice.
Well,
I am the guy.
you're the best. Do you
Okay.
feel like when they were naming World War One?
Yeah.
That's kind of a pessimistic name, don't you think?
Because you're expecting more than one.
It's kind of like you think
But-
the guys
but what
fighting
about
like,
these-
yeah, we won World War One, and they're like, you think at some point
Yeah.
they're like, but Like I don't know. It just at some point,
Well, some of those guys.
that's when I believe in like the cabal, and all of that stuff. The fact that they
like,
named it
we
World
got
War
we got
I.
3 of these planned.
Yeah, there's more. This is a trilogy, and this
There's gonna be quite a long wait to the third one.
and this is World
Just you
War I.
wait.
This is gonna escalate every
I
time.
just feel like if they would have called it something different, maybe they could have saved us all a lot of trouble.
Yeah, or-
like there was maybe a point where Hitler was like, "Listen, someone's going to start World War II. Somebody is.
Might as well be me.
If it's
Yeah.
not me, it could be somebody worse than
Listen,
me.
they could have ended all other wars.
Yeah.
By just naming it the last
Yes.
war.
Yeah, the final war.
If they could have called it the
Yeah.
war to end all wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Then when Putin's ready to hit the button, and
he'd be like, I can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
We've
But
already
we've
had
got
it.
this like never ending. We don't know. Is this like a Lord of the Rings situation where there's only 3, or is this like a Sharknado situation?
It was like 8. Yeah.
Like we don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
bothering.
I have
me.
a question. This is real.
I feel like
This is
the
good.
Revolutionary War was a prequel.
Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Okay. All wars were prequels, I guess, before World War One.
That is true, including the Civil War. Civil War.
How often do you think
frequently?
that we are living
Rarely.
in a simulation? And none of that is
Listen,
true.
Savannah and I have been watching The Matrix.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm bought in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
We
it's
are.
50-50.
I think it's 51
Like
49.
none of it's real. It's all
Yeah.
just
We're plugged in machines.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is all AI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Sorry.
will there be a World War IV?
That's a good question. I feel like World War III, that might be it for a while. You know what I mean?
You're saying there will never be a 4.
I'm not saying there's never going to be a 4, but I feel like it's going to, like, after World War III, there's going to be multiple apocalypses. What's the plural of apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be multiple apocalypse after World War III. And what rises out of that will be a completely different system of government.
So will they start over with a new World War I?
Yeah, I mean, all of the borders will be different.
Or it's like, are we talking a Middle Earth situation?
I think it's like a reboot
yeah.
situation
Yeah.
where it's not, we're just going to go back and do it all. We're just going to run it all over again.
They hit reset on the Matrix.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen.
So there
Some
will
people
what-
think that's already happened because
multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multiple times.
So what you're saying is there's never going to be a World War IV.
I don't think there is. No, I really, I don't.
Will there be a 3?
Yeah, well, sure.
I think so too.
And, in World War III, there are going to be some people that we're already aware of. They're going to play a part. There's going to be 4 guys on horses. We know that.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I think there's like a red dragon.
There's
maybe.
something with 7 heads.
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
So we know that that's all a part of World War III. I
Is
find
it?
it
Maybe that's 4.
to
Maybe
be-
that's World War IV.
No, there is no World War IV. World War III. If it's the real, I'm not saying. Here's what I'm not saying, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the next war that happens is going to be. But if it's a real world war
Yeah.
situation,
We're done.
like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Humanity,
We're done.
human nature
Yeah.
is not going to be able to handle that. I mean, they'll start wiping each other out because we have the technology now.
That's true.
So that's how I view it. But I'm not too worried about it. Like I wish I knew. Like if it was going to happen like 10 years from now,
Yeah.
then I would love to have that knowledge.
Do you think you will see World War III?
That's a good question. What year is it? So it's
Well, do it this way. How old are you?
42.
So you got what? Maybe 50 years left.
Sure, let's say 50.
Will World War III happen in the next 50 years?
I feel like in the next 50 years, like the reptilian historians that are studying our culture will say the rumblings were happening
Yeah.
around the time,
Yeah.
but that maybe like the thing that like killing of, Archduke Ferdinand, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Whatever that is.
The shot heard around the
equivalent.
world. Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily going to happen in my life. That really kicks it off.
Okay.
But the future reptilian historians will, I think, look at this century and say
Yeah.
it was all brewing. Like we can go back and we can say,
Yeah.
because we can go back and look at Germany in like 1930, and we can say, yeah, sure, technically World War II hadn't happened yet.
But we saw
But it was in the works.
Yeah.
Now, hindsight being 2020, and in the future, that won't even be a phrase. Hindsight 2020, because their eyes will see differently.
They will have 4 eyes.
Yeah.
It'll be 40-40.
So it'll be hindsight is 40-40.
No, it'd be 2020.
Oh, it'll be 20
Squared.
cubed?
Cubed. There we
No,
go.
I think.
cubed is 3.
Quad. 20 quads.
Wait a minute.
Cube.
Cubed is 3?
Yeah.
No.
That would be a triangle has 3 sides, and that makes
a
sense.
cube
to me.
has 4.
A
Cube actually has 6 sides.
Cube technically.
Has 6 sides.
Cubed is 3. I'm
A
telling
dice?
you. I went
A
to
cube.
college longer than any of you.
That's a good
Cubed
point.
is 3.
Okay, we
See?
believe you. A dice has 6 sides.
We believe you, not you.
We believe
Whatever.
I mean, it turns out that you were right. It doesn't mean that you knew you were right.
Causation without. Yeah.
Yeah. A dice has 6 sides. We were playing a trivia game the other night with
A normal dice.
a normal
Not
dice.
that D&D stuff.
Oh, that D&D crap? What are you talking about? What, you know what I mean? Like, you think you're going to improve dice?
They
Like
got
they've
14-sided
existed?
dice.
That's not a thing. So, we were playing this trivia game and it's called, the name of the game is something like, I should have known that.
Yeah.
So they're all trivia questions that, like, you're going to get most of them right.
Yeah.
But then every once in a while you'll get it wrong and you'll be like, I should have known that.
yeah.
And the question was, and Levi and Grace, my son and daughter-in-law, were playing against Erica and I. And the question put to them was on a dice, on a standard dice, what is on the opposite side of 6?
1.
1, right? 1.
It's always 1.
And when we asked the question, Grace goes 1. And Levi's like, whoa, hold on. He's like, well, I remember like studying a dice when I was like
Oh, God.
younger. And he was like doing all of this stuff. And he's like, I don't. And she's like, okay, like she just like, she's pretty laid back. And he's like, I think it's 3. And she's like, okay, if he's all right, that's fine, 3. And he's like, okay, final answer 3. And Erica's like 1. But it was just like,
Aren't all the opposite sides equal up to 7?
is that how that works?
Yeah, 6 and 1, 3 and 4, 5 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
Well, now you do.
You should have known that.
That's the Twitter statement of the week. All sides of the dice, opposite of each other, add up to 7.
And 7 is the number of completion.
World War 7. Yeah.
Do you think we'll see the next Civil War in our
Yes.
lifetimes?
In America?
Yeah. But
Well,
I'm
that's
not
a good
talking about
question.
the
In America?
Ukraine.
I mean, there's civil wars happening all over the place.
It's happening now.
An American civil war?
Yeah, where there's bodies.
Okay, actual bodies. You
Death.
know, there were bodies.
On
When?
January 6th, right?
Stop.
We're not going to talk about that.
Not going to talk about it.
Whether we're
Aw.
pro or against, that's nobody's business.
Just so we know, Jason has a crazy horn hat.
He does.
No.
I can do
I have more.
impressions.
Okay.
I
I got something about your bathroom.
okay, good. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
I feel like if I really could pursue it, if I could spend some time, I feel like I could do some good impressions. Because I do some that are like okay. Like I like to do Jimmy Stewart. There's some others that I
know.
like to do. Yeah.
We know.
Oh, Mary. I'll lasso the moon for you, Mary. Well, this is a very interesting situation. I love to do that, and I'm not great at it. I understand that. But I can do one impression that I think is pretty good.
Okay.
It
Jesse
is
Ventura.
A JBL speaker turning off. Can anybody do that?
No, I don't know. That.
No, that's a different brand. The
Soundcore.
Is that what it is? Yeah. The JBL speaker turning off is. That's it.
Okay.
So I just do that impression.
Yeah, that's good.
When it comes on, it goes booda boop, booda boop. But when it turns off, it goes. And I do it every single time, and then I continue to do it until my kids tell me to shut up.
Yeah, that
The
checks out.
funnest impression is just it's Trump.
Yeah.
It's the funnest one, even if you're not very good at it. It's just fun to try to like copy his mannerisms.
Friend of the show, Davey C, does a pretty good Trump.
Davey C's Trump is very good.
We need to get him on.
We do need to have him on.
Trump.
I heard he's getting married.
Really?
Davey C,
Does
yeah.
he know to who yet?
I don't know. Davies, here's the thing about Dave. For like a public person, he's also very private.
Very private.
And so he probably doesn't even like the fact that I'm talking about this. But I heard from a reliable source that he's getting married. So congratulations, Dave. and we'd love an invite. We'll show up. We'll do an episode.
Oh, we will show up. Yeah, we'll do an episode from the reception.
Can I
hall.
sing my my song?
Whatever you
Ashley's
want,
Wedding?
yeah.
Sure, whatever you want. So we could do now the
so
Netflix
real quick,
suggestion.
with
Or
your
we could do your
bathroom.
thing. Okay.
Here's your
Oh
thing
yeah,
with
let's
your
talk about my
bathroom.
bathroom. Which
First
one?
of all, the one
The
just
one in
right
the
here.
hallway. The
main,
public one.
The main.
It's a half bath.
Is it a half bath?
Well, there's
I
no-
guess I never looked.
It's just a toilet and sink, so that's what they call a half bath.
I
I
noticed
can't
it.
fit in one of those.
That one's huge.
No, a half bath.
An actual half bath.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
what's the question?
You have some redundancy going on.
Okay.
You have tissues on the sink
Tissues on the sink.
and toilet paper beside the
Yes.
toilet.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you just use toilet paper for everything?
Well, some people like to blow their nose with a tissue because it's got medicated ointment.
Oh, the medicated ointment ones aren't to wipe your butt with?
Well, you're not supposed to flush those down the toilet.
Oh, my bad, Dan.
I've been getting some more clogs than normal, and going through a lot of tissue paper. So yeah,
I just
Jason,
don't like the redundancy.
It's a luxury.
I use toilet paper for everything.
So here's what you don't understand. Now I get it. And how could you? But when you live in a loft, and this is really on me.
Yeah.
I should have immediately recognized. Oh, he's about ready to talk about loft living versus what I call the normies.
Yeah, yeah.
And
muggles.
the degenerates. There's a lot of phrases.
J6ers.
That us loft livers have. So in a loft, you're going to have multiple forms of tissue,
Including wet wipes. Do you have wet wipes
if you can get them.
available to the public in there?
No, not available to the public.
You're not supposed to flush those either.
No, you're
Found
not.
that out the hard way at my last house.
Yeah,
I watched my friend on his hands and knees, that was my landlord,
Yeah.
clean out
and you blamed
my
your
poop.
kids. You
I
blamed,
100% blamed my kids.
yeah, of course.
Don't even flush the ones that say flushable.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's
Yeah.
what he said. I was like, "Oh, I've
And you're
never
like,
done
yeah, I
that.
never
It
would,
Had to
huh?
have been Maddox. Yeah. Hey, Dad, why? While we're on Dan's bathroom, I'll tell you the thing that disturbs me the absolute most.
The towel system?
No.
Oh.
Well, that's a good one, but no. The picture of young Dan and young Erica
Smiling,
smiling while you're standing there,
kind of
peeing.
doing this, kind of making this. Like,
Yeah, it's like young Dan and Erica, and it's so disturbing.
It is
it's like,
disturbing. I agree.
Yeah, because they're looking right at you. and
What
it
would
feels
be
like
more
their eyes
disturbing,
move.
on the back of the toilet or like directly across from this toilet seated?
A direct. That's a good one.
It's more awkward directly across.
Yeah,
You
because
just-
you're there longer.
this show's PG-13, but man, I got so many things I could say. So. But I'm not gonna do it because I'm a mature person. I'm like Preston.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got? I got more stuff.
Well, we
but-
could do the net. It's about time to do the Netflix
Okay,
suggestion
let's do that.
of the week. So I think what we should do. Last week I feel bad because I didn't have one, but this week I'm coming in strong with the Netflix suggestion of the week. Take it away, Dan.
Netflix, watch these shows of those. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows of those. Netflix, or
Jason?
maybe Hulu Plus.
Now you, I think, are on a run.
Amazon Prime or
This
something
might be a
like that,
record.
like YouTube
You've been
or
Paramount Plus
you
for,
wanna put a
I
box
think, 3
around
weeks in a
and
row.
watch
I think.
the
So, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week? Are we going back to Paramount Plus?
We are, and I'm
Whoa.
gonna listen. I'm gonna double down on something.
Whoa,
I've literally only watched one thing since the last we spoke.
whoa.
We have
Joe
gone.
Pickett. Have you tried to watch that show on Paramount Plus?
What is it?
Joe Pickett.
No.
He's like a game warden in Wyoming, and Eric and I are like, oh, we'll like this. You should watch the first episode. It's laugh out loud funny and not supposed to be. It's
Okay.
like they're trying to do stuff with the graphics, and it's
just bad.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible, and it has like 4 seasons. Anyway, continue.
I'm gonna double down on Strange New Worlds.
Oh, you're still watching Strange New Worlds?
9 episodes this week.
That's
So,
what you've watched.
Yeah, that's all I've watched.
Okay.
Is Strange New Worlds.
That's all he's done.
That's all
He
I've
didn't
done.
Go to work.
Yeah, I just watched Strange New Worlds.
I like it.
It's very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Episodic.
It's what Star Trek should be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have one big beef with it. Just one. Well, I mean, some small beefs, but the big beef, the intro song does not feel like Star Trek.
It's been like a year since I've watched, so I don't remember.
It's just like a low down, low key, just
It's not dramatic.
no.
It's
no
not-
horns.
It's not Jerry Goldsmith.
It is definitely not Jerry Goldsmith.
If Jerry Goldsmith had done it, well, it'd
Come
be a
on.
different situation.
Come on.
How
So,
crazy it is that I know the name of the guy that did the
Star Trek theme
Star
song.
Trek. So it's Strange New Worlds. Okay, so that's your first beef.
Yeah. So well, that's the big beef.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well,
But-
then that's not so bad.
No, that's fine. But here's something that, even though I don't like it, when Shelby has the remote control, she always skips the intro.
Oh, I don't like that.
I hate
Yep,
that.
Savannah does it too.
I hate
everything we watch.
Listen, I don't care.
Space. The final frontier.
like
It
that.
starts off good.
That's really good.
Well, it does it. These are the
These are the
voyages.
voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
It's 5-year mission
Its 5-year mission.
to explore
So at
strange
some
new
point, the
worlds.
horn should break in, right?
Yeah, no, that's what should happen. That's not what happens. It's right there. You can hear it. It's right there.
Yeah.
It's close.
I love how it looks, though.
It looks.
Boldly go where no one has gone before.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See, it does not do what you think it should do. That's not what I want.
I like it. I like it.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
approve.
Shelby skips it every time,
Well,
and
that's
I
a
hate
that's
that.
a real problem.
No, I want to watch it. The other thing she skips, and I hate
Please
this
don't
too.
tell me she skips the new heart opener, because if she does that,
No.
I
The previously
would lose
on.
my mind.
Previously on.
Oh well,
She always skips
okay.
that. I
All
hate
right,
that.
Jason. Okay.
I hate that. I
okay.
need to know. I need to know what happened.
Here's my previous. I have a policy for previously.
What's
on.
your policy on previously
My
on?
policy is if I'm going from one episode and directly turning on the next one, I'll skip the previously.
I know,
on.
but here's the problem with the Star Trek one. What it does is it feeds you the previous like 5 or 6 because
it's going to tell you what you need to know
Yes.
for that episode.
Correct.
Now I've changed my mind. On that, in that instance,
you need it.
you do need the previously
Yeah,
on
'cause I need to
because they're
know.
going to tell you 5 episodes. Something happened with one of these gay characters,
Yeah.
and that's going to come into play.
Correct.
And they, yeah.
Yeah.
In the
So,
future, most people are gay.
turns out that's the only way to keep humanity
Ironically,
functioning at a
Yeah.
high level.
Okay,
It's the gayness.
it's that is a conspiracy. It's a you talk about conspiracies.
It's depopulation.
It's depopulation.
Yeah. So, what's your Netflix?
This is crazy. This is just
Is
nuts.
is either Blue Bloods or Frasier?
Well, listen. Actually, I've been not
There's a new Frasier coming out.
coming out. Jason, would I ever approach you to tell you that something Bigfoot like has come out? Would I be like, oh, they've found some new footage of Bigfoot, Jason? Can you
I've
know what
already
I
seen
mean?
it.
You know,
I've
like,
seen it
I'm
all.
not going to
Yeah.
bring you that information.
No, because I already know it.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to go to Jesse and try to, say, "Oh, have you tried the new like
Nacho fries at
nacho
Taco Bell.
fries at Taco Bell?" Like
They're
he's
so good.
He's tried he's tried them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to wonder.
Today.
I don't feel like I could ever give him breaking information on fast food.
Yeah.
Like he's ahead of the game. He's on the Reddit,
The funnel fries, the nacho fries, the
he
curly
knows
fries.
about it.
I am
Yeah.
the administrator on those.
He knows about it months before. I mean, when it's an R&D, you know what I mean? That's what we call research and development. When it's an R&D,
to college, I know.
Jesse is already aware of it,
I love it.
So-
that it's like I went to college.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I didn't graduate.
Yeah.
I don't have a degree. I went to college.
Yeah.
And listen, I only dropped out to make millions in finance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Checks out.
Yeah. So, Jason, I'm aware that there's a new Frasier coming out.
Are you excited?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm nervous, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest with you.
Are all the characters back?
No. Well, I mean,
Pops died.
Martin is dead.
Oh.
And I assume Eddie is also dead.
And Eddie is.
I can't.
And
Eddie's the
who's
dog.
Eddie? Eddie's the dog.
Eddie's the dog. So
Maybe they bring a replacement dog.
could they though? I mean, could anybody bring the kind of charisma to the screen that Eddie brought?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But we're going to have Daphne and
I
Niles.
believe we're going to have Daphne and Niles. I don't know if we're going to have Roz, but I believe we will have Daphne and Niles. And I believe a lot of, on the Reddit streams or whatever, there have been a lot of fan theories kicking around. And it seems to me that the general thought is that he's going to be living in Phoenix and he will be rich beyond his wildest dreams. Like something happened.
Okay.
Because he was rich and stuck up, but now he's like really rich.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong about that. I have my own ideas. But, yeah. So, yes, I know, Jason.
Okay, I'm
now,
sorry.
I have not been watching Frasier lately, much to my chagrin. But the other day we were talking, Erica was like, it's fall. I feel like we should get into a Star Trek series. And she has never watched Deep Space Nine.
What?
Yeah, so she's watched Voyager like 3 times. We've watched Star Trek Next Generation a couple of times. And I'm not the biggest, DS9 fan.
What do you got against Cisco?
Well, you know what? This is interesting. Before it started, I said rank the captains, Picard, Kirk, Janeway, and Cisco, because she had seen she was like
Snippets.
aware,
Yeah.
I was like, rank them in acting ability.
Yeah.
And she put Cisco second.
Behind who?
Well, it was
Well,
Picard first.
Okay.
And then
okay,
she's
listen. He's come on.
obviously he's a Shakespearean trained actor.
Yeah.
Okay. Picard, and then she said Cisco, Kirk, Janeway. That was her
No,
order.
no.
And I said no, it's Picard, and then it's
I
Kirk.
said no. No.
I won't stand for this. It's Picard, then it's Kirk,
Yeah.
then it's Janeway,
Correct.
and then it's Cisco.
Correct.
And she was like, he's worse than Janeway? And she's like, no. She's like, there's no way he's worse than Janeway. I'm like, buckle up, honey.
We've got 9
buckle
seasons
up.
to get through.
About like halfway through the first season, maybe the second episode, she was like, you're right. This is not good.
What about Jake?
Jake?
No, his son.
Oh, Jake Cisco?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's a kid, though. You know what I mean?
He's not good.
I mean, he's an ancillary character, but there's always going to be bad actors.
I like Odo.
Odo's great. I feel like as far as like the actors in the show,
I love breaking down 90s Star Trek, by the way.
sure, the doctor Bashir.
Oh, I like Bashir.
I think
He's
Bashir's
great.
probably the best actor on the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rate the doctors.
O'Brien's on
Rate
it.
the doctors.
The actors. Well, doctors are typically pretty good. We're rating
The
them.
doctors, not the actors.
We're rating them by acting ability, or
No, just the doctors. Who do you want to work on you?
oh, come on.
Bones, right?
I mean, if you want to take Bones, you can.
Who you got?
Beverly Crusher.
I know.
I just feel like she's got the best bedside manner.
I'm with you. Yeah.
So.
She hot.
You know what's funny is, thank you, Jesse. King of subtlety. What's funny is that when I was in high school, Beverly Crusher, I thought she was like 60. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She seems so old.
Turns out she's like mid-30s.
And now that I'm old,
One
she
of
doesn't
our-
seem so old.
So a little bit, kind of in the same topic. One of our followers, I think it was Patton, General Patton.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I think she posted a thing on X the other day about the cast of Cheers during the first season, how old they were.
Oh, I know, it's ridiculous.
And it's like the old guy, I can't, Norm's friend, the old guy, I can't remember his name.
Cliff.
Cliff Clavin.
was 35.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm about to be 30 next month. There's no way I look that old at 35. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. What's funny is like when you look at like NBA players in the 70s, like the dude's like 23. He looks like he's 37.
Yeah.
He's
maybe
seen some
42.
stuff.
Yeah, but there was a lot of cocaine in the NBA in the 70s. Like a lot.
still
That's on the record. So anyway, we've been watching Deep Space Nine, and the other day, it's funny because we watch shows together, and the other day I said something because every once in a while, Erica will be home or she'll want to watch something without me. And I was like, just so you know, you can go ahead and watch that without me. Like, I'm okay. I'll hop in every once in a while.
I'll catch up.
Yeah, but you can. I've already seen them all. I'm aware of what's going to happen with all of Dax. I know it. I get it.
Has the wormhole opened up yet?
Oh, the wormhole opened up. Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
it
a
was
big
the
deal.
graphics were phenomenal. So anyway, Deep Space Nine is my Netflix suggestion of the week. I mean, I can't even suggest it. It's not good, but it is what it is.
Okay.
We got other things that we could talk about.
What do you got?
Okay, let's just do this. So, there's something about me. Every once in a while, I really, I'll just like immerse myself in something, you know. And sometimes it sticks, and sometimes it doesn't, you know. Like once I really got into coffee, I never really departed from that. You know, I've only gone deeper into the wormhole, as it were. Callback.
That's what professionals call a callback.
I'm aware.
Dave.
You went to college.
Davey C, at your wedding when we do a show, that's the kind of quality professionalism that you can expect. There'll be callbacks galore.
Are we going to actually be like broadcasting on speakers, or are we
I
just
think
recording?
we'll do the ceremony, like from microphone.
Okay.
I think we all could probably officiate the ceremony.
Yeah.
I've went and got my officiants
Yeah.
thing.
I don't think he can. So
No.
there's like a third world country, you know,
Uganda.
that he's got all of the
Ugandan.
he can
where
do
I'm-
Ugandan weddings, but
Yeah.
those, you know, have to
to-
be done naked. So, you know.
Why didn't I go through them?
Anyway, Dave, when we perform your wedding from Mike, it's like, and you take this ring, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, Mount Rushmore of rings. Let's do it. Let's get into it. It's going to be a 52-minute long ceremony.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
and then somewhere in like about
Mount Rushmore of fictional brides.
about 3/4 of the way through, Dave, just so you know, from you and your bride, we're gonna need a Netflix suggestion of the week.
Mount Rushmore of reasons to object.
It's gonna be an amazing ceremony.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
so
come on.
it'll be one of our highest. Might even be higher than Amy What's Her Face's episode.
Yeah. Listen, if
God willing.
if Dave doesn't do this, he's got a problem.
Yeah, Dave.
I mean, this is a
Listen,
slam dunk.
and-
Slam dunk.
Dave, if you don't listen anymore,
I don't know why.
First of all, I find that hard to believe. Secondly, you know, Joe, I know you're listening.
yeah.
And, just go ahead and pass this information
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
because I just think it's a good idea, you know. So every once in a while I get super into something, like I got really into records. you
Yeah.
know. It's been a while since I listened to my record player. Every once in a while I'll put one on, and Erica's like, why are you doing that? Just play YouTube. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's better. So I've recently just super gotten into Bruce Springsteen for the first time in my life. So I'm not like, so there's a podcast that I listen to, and these guys,
You know he's a liberal scumbag.
I just assume they all are, Jason.
Okay.
So they
He hates America.
well, I know that Born in the USA is like an anti-America song.
He hates America.
I know.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
But he's got an album called Nebraska that's like really good. and I've been listening to his early stuff because
Yeah.
I've been listening to a podcast about the Bruce. They've been going through the Bruce Springsteen catalog, and I've been listening to the albums, and then I'll listen to the thing. So I've been super getting into it, and I was showing Levi one of the songs that I really liked last night. And 50-year anniversary of his first album. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That's nuts. But I was showing him one of the songs, and Levi goes, this is a song that I feel like I'd like to die to. Okay. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like on my deathbed. Like if they played this song, he's like, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
So I just, and he goes, you should do Mount Rushmore of songs to die to.
AC/DC Highway to Hell.
Well, for some people.
I mean, it's
Knocking
on the Mount
heaven-
Rushmore.
knocking on heaven's door.
oh, there
you
it
go.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the Washington and Lincoln right there.
Knocking on heaven's door. Wow. That's pretty good. Knocking on heaven's door, Highway to Hell. I mean, both Mount. I mean,
They both belong.
they both. It's like, does Teddy Roosevelt and George Washington belong? And they both belong.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
Correct.
Okay. Do we have another one? I don't know. I should have thought this out, but I hadn't really thought it out. I feel like maybe the theme song to Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. Just seems, I don't know.
And the Frasier theme song.
No, you know what? That's pretty good. Maybe like, I don't know, or maybe like the Full House theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Like everywhere you look, and you're just like, as you're dying.
That's the Family Matters one.
Family Matters?
Steve
Oh.
Urkel.
Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Stairway to Heaven. That's about a kid dying. That's a
Dust in the Wind.
Dust in the Wind's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Dust in the Wind's good.
Yeah.
All right, so we've narrowed
That's it.
this down. It's unfortunately Highway to Hell,
Dust in the Wind.
Dust in the Wind, Stairway to Heaven, and Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
So 3, I think. Well, there's 2 heaven ones.
And-
There's one that's like kind of agnostic. Like we're just dust in the wind. You know what I mean? Like
We don't know.
When you die, you die,
Yeah.
and you're just dust in the wind. And then the last one is, the bad place.
If heaven wasn't so far away,
That doesn't
oh,
belong. No.
that's such a
No,
good
we've
song.
already got it.
Yeah, fair.
So we don't want to put Waterfalls from TLC in there, just so
No.
we know.
No.
Okay.
I know you want to sing it.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Jesse, what's your strong opinion of the week?
Jesse's strong opinions. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, and most of them stink. Here's mine.
No, that's where it needs to stop because you remember the
Yeah.
subtlety thing.
Got it.
All right. Okay.
Got it. My opinion, I'm a butthole.
Okay.
All right, so this week's strong opinion is primarily for and because of old men. Mm-hmm. All right, got a Y membership recently. So I've been going, trying to work out, get
Yeah,
less fat.
sure.
Right? Trying to be trans fit.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, the music.
We got 2 minutes.
You're fine.
And so I go in, and after my workout, I've heard it's really good to go sit in the sauna.
As you do.
Now I know the old men in the men's locker room
Mm-hmm.
at any given YMCA across the country, they don't use towels.
No.
But
There's
you're
less clothes than a Ugandan wedding.
yes.
That's another callback.
That's good.
All right.
And so, okay, whatever, fine. Walk around wrinkly naked.
Sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
But when you go in the sauna, there's a sign that says, bring a towel.
Yeah, bring it.
I'm sitting in the sauna, and some guy comes in,
No towel.
80 years old, no towel.
Yeah.
Sits down. He has a little rag. He starts wiping himself. He wiped his butt, sat back down, and then left. I'm like, okay, thank God that's over. I look over and
That's
I
what
see
I'm-
sweat, like his thighs and everything else under there. There were sweat marks.
So what's your strong opinion?
Old men at the Y, freaking put some clothes on when you're coming out of the shower, and when you sit in the sauna. It's not that hard. We don't want to see it.
They've earned the right.
No, they have not.
They fought and died for our country. Well,
That's
those
true.
guys didn't die, but their friends did.
Kind of wish they would.
They will.
And it'd just be another group of old
And
men.
then eventually it'll be you, Jesse.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you will die.
Do I think that you'll die?
Yeah. of
No,
course.
we know I'm gonna die.
Uh-huh.
But do you think that I'll just be one of those old guys just walking
Yeah.
around completely?
You're
just
close-
halfway there
You're
now.
closer than you think.
Yeah.
Really? What was worse about it was a dude came in after him and laid down in the same spot that his butt was in, and his head, the back of his head, was touching the sweat from this guy's butt and stuff. And it was just off-putting. I've been.
What do you
irked
think the
all
Y
week
is?
about it. Listen,
That's
I've
what
just
the
been
Y is.
Irked all week about it.
That's
because
what the Y is.
You ever heard of the Village People?
Yeah.
You know? That's why you
Anyway,
should.
I know it's not a great one. There's not much to say there, but I've just been
Okay.
Gerfuffled.
Strong opinion.
about it
Put your
all week.
Put some clothes on. Wrap a towel around you.
Yeah, at least wrap a towel around yourself.
It's not too hard.
It's not hard.
Okay. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweat.
Good dog.
I have spoken.
Good night, Lauer Patch Kids. Also, never give Preston my segment ever again.
Yeah. Well,
It was bad.
show up.